Good times and great music at 2 and URFM 103.7. When you think of good times, you think of having a nice meal and perhaps over Easter a nice meal. And Chef Gavin Forman, why are you already throwing your hands in the air? What's wrong?
I was like, you're going to have a good time? I thought you were going to mention me. And you were like, no, straight to the food.
I didn't get to you. You didn't give me the opportunity. We're getting there. Anyway, you have brought in something nice. You've been really nice to me the last few times. So
I didn't know if you'd enjoy this.
Well, how can you not enjoy a piece of fish? I mean, it looks pretty good. Look, you have brought in your Cajun spiced barramundi today.
Yes.
So this looks pretty special.
Well, it's a really nice. It's one of my favourite white fish.
Mm-hmm.
I love a little bit of Cajun spice.
Yeah.
And the salsa that you're avoiding, all the green stuff, the healthy stuff.
Well, I want to get straight to the fish first.
Okay.
I mean, look, a piece of lettuce, or I know what that's like, right? So I will get to the fish straight away while you're telling me what the spice rub is here.
So the spice rub is just a basic Cajun spice rub you can buy from any supermarket. Barramundi, beautiful fish. The salsa is orange segments, spinach, mint, cucumber, tomato. It's all light, it's all fresh. And it's a very light, quick, easy dish to do. You just chop up the vegetables and fruit, mix it together, and throw it on top of your fish. It's really, really simple.
What I'm liking about the fish, obviously it's very, like you said, they're very light kind of fish as well.
Yep.
But we're balancing that out with the little mild
Yes.
aftertaste of the Cajun spices.
Yeah, you don't want to go too big on the Cajun spice. If it gets too hot, you lose the flavour of the fish. You could actually add a little thing called sumac. Sumac's another little spice. It's got a lemony type flavour to it, which would complement it really well. And I would have done that if I could have found it this morning.
You'll find it when you go home.
Yeah.
And you'll find it when you're about to go on a run of dishes where you do not want that.
Yes, we all have the spice rack at home. You know, the spices at the back that never come out, and then the spices at the front that you use all the time, and you can never find what you want.
Do you find a big mistake that people can make when they're doing anything that is spice related is going over, putting too much on?
I always say to all the apprentices and all the chefs, you can always add, you can't take away. So you can always add a little bit more if you taste it, it's not hot enough, add a little more, add a little bit of chili. It's like when you're making curries, you can make them hotter and hotter and hotter, but if you start red hot...
Nowhere to go but down.
Yeah.
And you're in trouble, you can't.
Yeah, coconut milk. But that would make a really nice curry, actually. I just thought of that. All those flavours. Yeah, the cucumber probably wouldn't go so well on it.
But you live and you learn. Look, this is really nice, and as you've been talking, I've sort of devoured half of the fish already, which is pretty good. Again, loving that little bit of spice in the background. That's pretty good.
It's really simple. It's really, really simple. And you just go easy on the spice. If you want over the top, you can put on some Tabasco over the top if it's not hot enough for you. But, you know, Good Friday is this Friday, fish on Friday, and a nice little salsa to go with it.
Yeah, again, for me, spices, I like it when there is a little bit. I like that you know that there is some there, but not to the point where you're rubbing your eyes down with milk.
It's when you see those shows, Man versus Food, and they eat the hot stuff, and you go, there's no way they can taste the actual food.
No, look, and for me, that was my favourite cooking show.
Man versus Food.
I loved it, but the thing is, some of the times they go into the kitchen where the chefs were preparing things, and they'd have the gas masks on.
Yeah, you've got to have the cayenne peppers and the Scoville scale of some of these chilies. They'll burn your eyeballs.
Well, I think people are doing that to prove, look, I can do this. You're not doing it for taste, because the taste of the food's gone.
It's different heat, because I love Indian curries. They can be as hot as they like, and I can still taste it. If you give me a really hot Thai curry, I can't taste the food as much. All I can taste is the chili. So there's different receptors in everybody's taste buds that allow you to taste different foods. And my spice is Indian. I love Indian spice.
Oh, absolutely. We're coming up to Easter, and a lot of folks perhaps getting out and about for holidays, out and about into our restaurants or cafes, whatever. Good to see that happening, but what has the Jenga puzzle been like with getting staff and staff
It's a little bit crazy at the moment. We have one venue where we're missing, out of 4 managers, we're missing 2, and out of 5 chefs, I'm missing 3. So it's a little bit tough. It's like the COVID lockdown. So it's just, we're losing people left, right. So when you think about it, if there's 2,000 people with COVID and there's 4 people per household, you're looking at 10,000 people who are not going to work that day.
And this is probably the unintended, or hopefully unintended consequence of getting back to quote-unquote normal, is that people are going to be sick, people are going to have to pull back because they need a test or whatever.
I'm going to have one little rant. I had one chef, his partner got COVID.
Okay.
And he had to isolate. And I said, so you're going home to isolate in the house with someone who's got COVID? And he went, yes. And then he got COVID, and I was like, oh, really? What a surprise. some of these rules are just I just don't understand.
Yeah, but look, it is what it is, and unfortunately, it's probably the better of the two problems. Have at least you got people coming in.
Yeah, at least we're open.
Yeah. All right, there he is with a nice little Cajun barramundi spice. Love the sound of that today.
Beautiful.
Our chef Gavin Forman, who's shaping up for a big Easter, and we'll catch up with him next time around right here at 2NURFM 103.7.
A broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.